biggest thing about these things is like people don't like doing this because A, you got teeth. B, some people think they're slimy. C, they're liable. And I'm not I'm not the best in the world at this, but I can get it done. First of all, I'm going to take care of the teeth part. And do that. Humane and all that kind of stuff. That's how you get it with the teeth. So you're just going to lay them out there and put them to sleep. Okay. That's step one. Step two. Where's my bag? There it is. I like to lay them with the head to my left because I'm right-handed. And so I'm just going to cut behind that down to the backbone. Then I'm just going to run this down across the top of that fin, run it down to the end. And now I'm going to go down to that backbone, and then I'm just going to rip them straight across. Bingo, one fillet. I'll turn it over to the other side, do it about the same way, come down to the back side of the fin. So I got them, go down to the backbone, go along the backbone. Bingo, there's the two fillets off that fish. Just like that. Now, the next thing I would do, and this is what I usually have him do because he, if he doesn't know how to do things, lay him over and take the ribs out. Anybody in the world knows where them ribs are. You can see them from across the road. So you just get underneath them. And cut them out of there. And the ribs are gone. Now we're just going to leave that one there because I'm going to do one at a time here. Now you can trim them up, got some stuff on there you don't want.
Can you leave the white bones on and the tag? Or can you take the white bones out but leave the tag on?
Yeah, you want a tag on? You want to send them home with you?
Yeah, send them.
Okay, if you do that, okay, when I take the skin off, that's what the DNR wants. They want you. Well, we'll get that when we get to it. But just as long as I know that you want to take them, otherwise we're going to eat them. But we got enough to eat anyway. So if you want to take a couple fish home, you can take these guys home. I'll leave the tags on, and so you're legal. All right. So now we got the rib bones out. Next thing would be to get those little booger loin bones out of there. All right. So here's the two fillets. Now you throw this fish on here the long way. We know we went this way with ribs, right? The ribs came out like this. So it's just the opposite with the Y bones. And where are the Y bones? Well, you can feel them. They're right there. If you got one finger and you want to feel those Y bones, you can feel the edges of them because when I cut them off, so you can just feel them. You can feel the tips of them. Right in the center there. You can feel them. You can just feel them. What then you do, you take yourself a nice sharp fillet knife and you want to make your cut just on the opposite side of those Y bones. And you go down to about, that fin that was on the tail. And what I just did there, that'll tell you that you did it right.
Because you could hear it.
Because you can hear them. You can hear them and you can almost see them, but you can, big thing is you can feel them. You can see that knife just jump.
Yeah.
So you know you're on the Y bones. Okay, now which way do they lay? Okay, they lay in the opposite of the ribs. So now that I made that cut, this part here, that's where those bones make the Y, is right here. This here is just a straight cut, so. Now this is the slow part, and this is the touchy part, because you want to get the Y bones out. So you can feel them in there, and I'll show them to you in a second. You just want to get down here and just kind of start them out. Get that knife moving them. Hey, you see them buggers in there? Look at there. Those are the Y bones. Alright, so let's just bring it out a little bit further. Like I said, I'm not the greatest or the fastest, but I can get it done. There's guys that do this. Okay, some guys are really good. I'm not. Okay, so now, now that I got that flayed back a little bit, you know, and I know where they are because I can see them. Now I'm going to get on this side of the Y part, and that backbone. Now we're going to get on the other side of that, cut it like straight down, and then go underneath those Y bones. Gonna cut it down underneath the Y bones. Cut it down and underneath the Y bones. Then we're gonna keep on just kind of work that until we got them. Now I've seen some guys able to get it started like this, then just give them a rip. I'm not that good. So and then again, take these things because they go back to that back fin. And just take it to the end of them. When you can't feel them no more, it's time to come out with a knife. Okay, now getting the Y bones out. If you lose too much meat, that's what you lose. Hardly nothing.
How do you know how far to the right? I'm sorry, to the left to go when you?
Oh, because they end. They stop.
Okay.
They quit. Like right
So
here,
it doesn't go.
they are no more.
Okay. It doesn't.
You know, you've got them all right here. Actually, you can almost see them laying in there.
Right.
And we're gonna do another one. We'll get this guy out. That's one. And this one again goes just the opposite. This is the way the ribs went. So you know the Y bones are going that way. I'm gonna feel where they are. So I know where to put the knife. Right there's the rib. There they are, right there. Stop moving the knife when you put your finger in there. Guess what I got? Did you hear them? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I'm going to get in that groove I just made, and I'm just going to work this off to the side a little bit. And you're going to see these guys start to appear. There they come. So there they are. So now what do we got to do? We got to go on the other side of the backbone, get underneath the Y part, and then work our way out just like with the rib.
But
Get on this side.
As you're doing this here, you can kind of feel how far over to this side to go.
Yep, you can still feel that the Y, but you want to miss that Y. Make sure you're on this side of it because when this comes up like this, that's where the Y part comes. So the part comes up that you can feel, and part goes down. So we'll get on the other side of the backbone. go down there to where we went before, come back up, and just kind of like lay the knife over on its side, and you can almost see the knife underneath the Y bones coming out. See, there comes the knife right underneath the Y bones. And that's right there. You ask about the end, right about there, right about at the end. That's about the end of the Y bones right there. And then I'm gonna get down here and get the rest of them. See what I said before about some guys can do that? I just did a little ways on that one. Just kind of like lay it down, hold the meat down, and you can almost pull those Y bones right out of there. And they say you lose a lot of meat. I don't think so. That's it. That's all you're going to lose. Then we're going to finish this up and make them ready to go on a trip. So DNR says you got to have a 1 or 2 inch square. Well, it says it has to be attached. Doesn't say it's got to be the whole piece or the whole fillet. You can take them home like that if you want, or whatever you want to do with them. But what I like to do with them is to take the knife, run it down, skin it to about here, just so I leave it attached. Okay, and now I'm going to cut it, just backlash, you just come back a little bit and cut it off. Alright, now, legally, you can take that fish home because they can identify it by the tabs that you left on it. Doesn't have a Y bone in it. There's where the Y bones used to be. There's where they used to be. Now they're not there no more. There's no rib bones, no Y bones. Skin's off, and it's legal because there's a tab. Okay, so he's ready to go get washed up and put into the pot. All right, so we do the same thing with this one. Run it down. Whoop, except I missed that one. Take it down to about here, so you just back it off so that you got enough for the DNR. Then when you get home, Ron, all you have to do is, before you cook them, just cut that tab off.
Or cook them with the tab. Don't eat it.
But this is what this is where I screwed up. I cut a little deep right here and left a little bit more of a tag on it than I wanted to. I cut. You don't have to film this, folks. This is what you call it. Oh, oops. Cut into the skin a little bit, left a little more skin on than I wanted to. Alright, see, there's the other one. No eye bones, no rib bones, legal tag on it.
Good to go.